Hi, beautiful people. I know that it's late, but I just wanted to do a quick live and check in with you guys. I've had quite the day. So we had an explosion here in Palm Springs in my beautiful desert. I really could not believe that it happened. I was just downtown by the hospital where the explosion happened. So we were out there filming there. I spent I spent a lot of the day there. And when I tell you, I cannot believe being so close to where somebody, some maniac, some lunatic set off a bomb. That was absolutely crazy. But there's quite a lot of things that's going on. How you doing, HB2N? Hey, Daniel. Hey, Robin. Robin, where's my water? See, I'm kind of what is the word? Discombobulated. I should use words that I know. I need some water. Robin, thank you so much. I'm okay, but it was just crazy. So when I went down there, and I do appreciate the ones that was with me, I felt a lot of emotion for that being so close, and the fact that I was right there, probably 20 minutes, just hanging out downtown by the hospital, whatever. Get home, found out that there was a bomb close to where I was, right? I could have had my kids. It was at a fertility clinic. And what I was showing you guys on a film was the area. I got as close as I could. It was kind of cool being noticed. Press over there. Your girl was representing the desert. I was representing y'all. That was cool. Shout out to the officer. There was this officer, God, I don't want to mess up his name, McGuire, who spent at least 3 hours talking to us, explaining the situation. When I tell you that there's some really good people out there, shout out to the Desert Hot Springs Police Department that spent so much time with me. I really, really appreciated them. But you guys, this was like a really, really, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm okay, Robin. But I felt a lot of things down there. And I can't say exactly why. We don't know why. There was helicopters everywhere. The ATF. I'm down there with the FBI. There's a little MU. I'm wondering if they thought it was an abortion clinic. I don't know, because why would anybody set off a bomb at a fertility clinic, right? And y'all want to know what I was thinking when I was down there? It's just nice mingling with people. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get a little insecure, like if only they knew, because I had to get out of my head. I'm no longer an addict. I don't believe that I am. I'm just a regular person. But sometimes I feel a little anxiety. I feel a lot of stuff. And I guess it's just going to take some time getting over it. So you guys, as I go reporting in different places, I love to blog. I do appreciate y'all support and you guys rocking with me, because it's not easy. I learned this. Look, at getting sober is hard, but staying sober is a lot harder, because I felt so much anxiety down there. I would not have minded. I don't know. It's another story for another day. You have no reason to be insecure. Thank you, HB2N. But sometimes I am. I'm not going to hold you. And I just have to get out of myself, because a lot of times people aren't thinking about us. They don't know anything about us, really. We just got to get out of our head. My thing was getting downtown. DK and I went down there and we filmed a lot of stuff. I was there kind of getting a sense of people, what people were feeling. This doesn't happen in Palm Springs, right? And if you could see the debris, smell the air, locked down the hospital. You weren't getting into the hospitals even. That's how tight security was down there. And I'm there and they're saying I'm pressed. I am pressed, right? But I'm hanging out with reporters and very important people. I'm just talking about the area, but Boston, just think of everyone without any clothes on. I know, you guys. But anyways, that's what I was doing today. I was just down there, and hopefully you'll enjoy my video that I make about it. But oh my God, you guys, as I'm approaching my 3-year sobriety birthday, I am so anxious. Now, I probably won't talk about that here on this channel anymore. I will just share it with my members, make videos for them, because it's just time that I move on from that it's time that I see myself in a different light. I hope y'all understand. I hope y'all understand. So that's that. I just want to come here and talk to you guys about different stuff. Is that all right? We already know my past. Who cares at this point? Who cares? I have learned so much. I can't even stop smiling. Like, I can't stop smiling. I've learned so much during this. Why do you think I'm here? Why are you here, DJ? Why are you here? You tell me. I learned a lot along the way. And it has been long, but you know what? Now I'm just here. Read up. Okay, let me read up. This is just a check-in. So I don't, and that means I just want to come and talk to you guys. When I stay away too long, I get kind of shy, right? I'm already shy, but I've been having fun doing the most normal things that you guys probably did a while ago, but I'm just now doing. So at this big age, you know, I think that's what's keeping me so young, is that all these things are pretty new to me, right? I've always traveled. I've traveled my whole life, but now I'm traveling sober. I've always met people, but now I'm able to vet y'all. Okay, so I don't just talk to people. Not everyone is allowed to. My circle is so small, and I prefer it that way. And it's just great. I really don't let negative energy into my space. I am very, very private. And you know what? I don't like to be away from my family. Y'all remember I used to get shamed for stuff like that, for not wanting to hang with people. Nah, I sit close to my family and people that love me. And every day is like an adventure. But the hardest part of my day is waking up, because the thoughts that come to my head is insane. Like, I really, really have to get out of bed and get out of myself. Oh, that's what I was talking about earlier. You got to get out of yourself. People don't really care about you. Very few. I'm not going to say nobody cares about you. I don't mean like that. But when we think a certain way about ourselves, like I'm out there filming, talking to these police officers, me of all people talking to a bunch of police officers. There's the FBI agents over here so close to me, not letting anybody into the area that I was in, right? And I'm sitting over there reporting on the news, right? Inside my head, I'm like, man, how did I get here? But nobody else was thinking that. I don't even know if I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. I would play, what's that HB twin? I want to play the piano. I can play the piano. I'm here because I agree with HB. So you are doing so well with the cooking. Oh, Robin, yes, I made some Cajun catfish. And my family loves my food. Now, I'm not going to hold you. I'm not a fan of all this fried food. But my family likes fried food, so I just been cooking for them. Tomorrow they want a beef stew. I'm going to cook for you guys. The reason I haven't cooked for y'all yet, now if you want any recipes, I will send it to you. I haven't cooked for y'all yet because I need to add internet into my kitchen. I finally got the downstairs area pretty cleaned up. I have paintings everywhere that I need to put on a wall. So I will start cooking for you guys, but I have to add a booster to my internet. If you guys remember, this room used to have bad internet as well. I have a booster over here, over there. My daughter's picture. So, oh no, HB twin. I'll look it up. Thank you for caring. I don't know. But how are you guys doing? I wanted to go back downtown to film because I really want to get a closer look at the debris and stuff that's on the street, but I think it's still blocked off, you know, and that's just what it is. What else is going on? Of course, I'm following the Diddy trial. Why does everything make me so nervous? I have a very personal interest in this trial. I'm interested in Cassie's testimony. We see that Dawn with Sharks did her testimony, and I will definitely be following that, as well as some other things that's been happening around this world. You sent me a Cash App. Oh, thank you. How come my phone's not going off? Thank you. And thank you guys for the Cash Apps. I also got them while I was out. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you for supporting the channel. So, oh, thank you. I see it. I appreciate you, HB Twin. Shout out to you. You said Cassie is a victim. Something about her past makes her hotter. Something about Cassie's past makes her hotter. Am I missing it? So I do want to come live and speak more about Cassie, but I plan on doing that in an earlier live stream. And if you guys, hey Gotti, what's good with you? How are you doing? If you guys request something, what's up, Chopping It Up TV? How you doing? Thank you for coming to my neck of the woods. I miss you guys. So you've been watching all week. It's been exhausting. The Cassie trial. I've been watching too. Now, what I found interesting in the cast with Diddy, this whole trial, number one, I don't know if you guys remember, I did cover the Young Thug trial in my videos. I didn't really go live about it that much, but this trial is a lot different because the Young Thug trial, that was state. This is a federal case, so you're not going to see all of the foolala. Like even when Cassie was, I'll drop a link in case any of y'all want to join me and up here since I'm just up late. Again, I don't have a subject. I'm just talking to y'all. What's good, Big 254? What's good with you? And I'll come live more if you guys want to just kind of chill with me. What are I talking about? Oh, this is a lot different. Like when they kept Cassie during a cross-examination, the judge is like, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. Cassie did a beautiful job. Now, I'm going to give you guys unbiased commentary. I do feel that part of her credibility with those text messages suffered a lot. I'm not going to say a lot. It did suffer. Like in the beginning, people saw her one way until we heard like the voice recordings. But who was it? Was it the FBI agent that spoke after her really redeemed her? And I don't feel that a lot of people understand trauma and some of the things that Cassie was going through, why she would try to say, hey, I like these freakouts, I like this, I like that. She was trying to please this guy, and there's a lot of things that went behind that. It wasn't just that she liked it. All right, there's a whole psychological thing behind that. And people can say free Diddy all they want to. I'm watching this trial till the end, but Cassie went through some things. Don Richard went through some things. Those people went through something, and I really don't feel. I feel that if it wasn't for that CNN tape, it's really hard to dispute. We can't say that there wasn't any abuse there. Rico, we haven't seen. I really think that the feds have a strong case. Number one, they have a 95% success rate. They're not going to just bring a case that they can't win. Okay, so I don't think Diddy's life is going to be the same. Big Slick said, I've been gone for 3 months, passing through, showing some love. Thank you, thank you. And y'all know I don't. Gotti said I miss you. Oh, thank you, thank you. So, anyways, I've been watching that. I'm gonna keep watching. Hey, Joy, how did my day go? My day was good. I hung out Palm Springs filming the. Hey, Snooks. Oh, let me use my banner. I hung out in Palm Springs where that explosion happened by the Desert Regional Hospital. That is not far from where I live. So I wanted to be there. Let me use my banner. Give me a second. How do I use my... Oh, here it is. Hello.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
How you doing?
I'm doing way better now. I wanted to talk about the Cassie case.
Go ahead. I'm gonna listen to you. You know what? I need to grab some water if that's okay. But I'm listening to you. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think Cassie is a victim. I think P. Diddy is a sick individual. I think he sex trafficked her and other people. I think urinating on anybody, I think, is deplorable. To the point where she was having UTIs. I think peeing on anybody is just not okay at all. And to the people that say, hey, why didn't Cassie just walk away? We saw the video where she tried to walk away, and what happened when she tried to walk away from that hotel room. What happened? He ran down on her and gave her a two-piece and a biscuit and dragged her back into the hotel room. I've never been into a I've never been in an abusive relationship. I've never been beat on or anything like that, but I could only imagine. Cassie weighs about 120 pounds. Um, I don't think she had any choice in the matter. And misunderstood. You look very gorgeous tonight. Wanted to make sure I let you know that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Um, but I think she was in fear for her life, and somebody like Diddy, who's been known for getting people killed, um, you know, he could easily get her killed and make it look like she just had a drug overdose.
Well, I feel that there's a lot that's going to come out. I think it's interesting that a lot of people have been unalived around him. We see Kim Porter. How are these people dying from flu-like symptoms at a
Right.
young age? And there's just a lot. And and we know this.
Mhm.
And but it's a matter, one thing to know it and another thing to prove it. And I just think that a lot of things is going to come out in this case. I'm really interested in what some of the other witnesses is. Now the prosecutor, they put out their stronger witness, which is Cassie. Maybe because she's so pregnant and she can have this baby any day. But she definitely set the stage and answered a lot of questions for things that was going on. And she set the tone for the case. But I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. It's really sad, honestly, to see. But, I think another thing, Cassie already got that money, that hush money. So it's not like she's even doing this for money. I think she's doing this really because she was a victim, you know?
Wasn't she subpoenaed though? Thank you,
Oh,
Joy.
yeah, 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 that is true.
So it's
Yeah,
a matter because yeah, he gave her the money, but that was civilly. But that's not going to stop her from being subpoenaed to testify because you got to remember this wasn't about Cassie. This is about the RICO charges and the trafficking charges that she
right,
happens to be. So when people are talking about, well, how is it trafficking? Well, if he used Cassie and they had escorts, and I'm being nice because of the algorithm, they had escorts there and they did it across state lines, that would that would make it a trafficking case. Now you can't say that's not trafficking because in the CNN video, that video was picked up by a major network, CNN. Okay, so that already shows the authenticity of it. When she was trying to leave, he drug her back.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
kidnapping. I'm sorry. That's the definition of it. She tried to leave, and you can see that he did not allow her to leave. That video is very damaging. So, despite what Diddy's trying to say, trying to paint Cassie as this loose woman, it's not going to take away from the details of the case and things that we saw for ourselves.
right. And even if she is a loose woman, that doesn't mean that it's okay to pee on her or urinate on her.
Mhm.
Like I just because somebody's okay with getting urinated on, I don't even think she was okay with it. I think she just didn't have a choice. I don't. I'm not trying to judge anybody's.
Oh, thank you, Snoots.
She wanted the money.
I
Yeah, of
don't,
course. I think she deserved the money, mind you. It on he. It was less than 24 hours that he sent her that money.
and there's
So,
a reason. She knows a lot,
yep.
right? And but again, they can't. Look at what happened with Cosby, which I don't think I don't agree with what happened to Cosby. But he thought his testimony was sealed from a long time ago, and they opened it back up. They don't care if they're investigating something. They don't care. They're
Yeah.
gonna get the evidence that they're gonna get. And good night, Joy. Good. God bless you. Be safe. Good night. Good night, Joy. Thank you for sacrificing. Yeah, it's a mess. But trying to paint Cassie in any certain kind of way, you see that she got beat. You see that there's just a lot. Now, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that she's completely innocent. Nobody is. But it
No.
doesn't mean that you do the things that he did to her. It's not, no one should be treated that way. And that's just how I say. He's
Absolutely.
trying to say she cheated on me, she did this, she did that. And I find it very interesting that all the things that he's saying she did, not taking into account for the things that he's done, not just to her, but to several other people. And I think that again, it's been a crazy week, and we're just gonna see more.
Yeah. What's got you up so late at night?
being downtown filming the
Okay.
filming something that happened in my neck of the woods. I'm feeling kind of that was pretty emotional being so close. I mean, we hear about these things happening in bigger towns, but not Palm Springs. Like, why would anyone? It was a bomb. A bomb went off downtown Palm Springs. The whole street called Palm Canyon. All you see is
Hmm.
debris. There was a liquor store where the windows were blown out. The Desert Regional Hospital is a big hospital, right? The windows blown out of Desert Regional, and the fertility clinic is ruined.
Do you think that was the cause of the bombing? Something to do with the fertility clinic?
I do. We
Yeah.
don't know yet. I do.
Why would somebody be mad at a fertility clinic?
I think that maybe they don't know the difference from a fertility clinic and an abortion clinic.
Uh,
Maybe it was a pro-lifer
mm,
not realizing that a fertility clinic brings life.
hmm.
Thankfully, the embryos didn't get damaged. No staff was hurt, but we did have a casualty, and I haven't really seen anything like that. I think the largest. Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that. I've been downtown with some things have happened. Like I was downtown once, and this officer ran into the crowd. I don't know if you guys heard about that in Palm Springs. Uh, did like some motorcycle trick, ran into the crowd. He actually lost his hand in that, so they closed down the downtown area. But I haven't seen anything like this happen down here.
Yeah.
Snoop, I'm okay. Robin, yeah, it's not late here. It's only 11:40. I'm up.
Oh, you're on the West Coast. Okay,
I'm on the
I
West
got you.
Coast.
Okay,
And I
okay.
haven't been live. Like I try to check in with you guys, but I kind of go late because now I'm working. I'm in school. I'm doing all these things, but I
Oh,
still want to
shit.
build a community with you guys because I'm not streaming about the things that I used to stream about. So now I'm just kind of starting over. So I don't want to be that long away from y'all. So I was like, it's late. I want to come live and just chill with you guys. I don't even have a
Wait,
subject. I just want to chill.
what are you in school for?
What am I in school for right now?
Yeah, yeah. You
Well,
said you're
I've
about
already
this.
been, so I went to school and I graduated. So now I'm completing my psychology degree,
Oh, shit. Okay.
but that's just a 2 year degree. I've already started it. So I'm gonna do that and then just see. But mostly it's just me working, um, getting ready for the next set of classes to start this summer. I'm just doing a lot of stuff and then I have my kids, so I can't really go live as much as I used to. So I just pop up when I can, you know.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
Thank you,
hear you.
Robin. Have a good day.
I hear you.
What about you? How far was ground zero from your home base? Are you talking about the bomb? How far is that from my home? That was 10 minutes away, 10, 15 minutes at
Oh, wow.
that close.
Damn. You could have been there.
I'm telling you, 20 minutes. Like I was down in the area where the hospital is, right? I was right there. I left. I get home and I get the news that there was this bomb that went off. I was, if that would have been 20 minutes earlier, I could have
Mhm.
been not here anymore. But thankfully, I was just in that area and I went home. But
I
I live
did.
Palm Springs. I don't live downtown, but I live like it would take me 10 minutes to get to the area.
Yeah. And I heard you earlier. You said that you're not going to talk about your sobriety anymore. I think you should always talk about it. I
No,
think it's, I think is honestly, I think is very admirable. And you're kind of a hero to me. And just that because a lot of people have different types of things that they're addicted to. But the fact that you were so open about it and spoke on it candidly and shown that there's a life after, I think you should always talk about it. Don't shy away from it.
hey, Lemon, salute. What's good with you? You made your way over to my little space. I is that Lemon in my chat, y'all? I appreciate that. I guess one of the reasons why I said I wasn't going to talk about it as much, I went through a lot sharing it online. I did.
Yeah,
I felt like
yeah.
I took a lot. That's why you don't see me if I wanted to make commentary to get people in my chat, I could do that. I'm not. I refuse to go back to where I came from as far as like. I guess I could still share because I'm approaching my 3 year in sobriety.
Right.
But as far as like, there's just some things I have problems with. Like, I don't see myself. You should share if you're willing. I'm always willing. Oh, Lemon, thank you. I always support you, MU, when I catch your lies. Thank you, Lemon. I appreciate that. How you doing?
So many people love you.
I love you guys too. You guys have really stood by me. Lemon's a supporter. I know that. I support Lemon as well. I always try to go over there when I'm awake.
Yeah.
Lemon, but you haven't been live these last few days. I haven't seen him. But I don't mind sharing because it is where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is, like, this is a safe space for me to share. My problem is when I stopped going into a lot of chats because I don't like when people are always coming at me, always trying to throw my past in my face, because I'll get you together, but then she's playing victim. She wants attention and stuff like that. And I just felt like a lot of that was taken away from my story. I don't like people to rewrite my story. The thing is, I did go through a really bad addiction and I came out of it, and it was hard to come out of it. But
yeah, I think they're just hating. I think if you were ugly, people wouldn't. They wouldn't try to say that about you. But
I agree. I do agree with that. Now, I got to tell you this though. When I talk about stuff like that, I feel blessed because one of the things that I like to talk to people that's in addiction, because it took me a lot to work on my skin, because that's the first place you're going to see it, right? You're going to see it in your skin, you're going to see it in your eyes, your teeth, and it took me a lot to kind of restore those things.
mm-hmm.
So when somebody says like I look good, I look at it like, okay, I'm looking healthy. Like I was able to overcome all that stuff because I use the hardest substance you can really use, right? And to be able to overcome it, be able to go to school, graduate from school, and able to make a life for myself, I feel pretty good about that. And
Yeah.
I could talk about addiction every single day because there's a lot of people still struggling with it. I mean, actually, if I needed commentary, I could talk about that all
Yeah.
day, every day.
I mean, even if you just look at Diddy, like clearly he's a sex addict. You know, I think they can try to demean you, but you were at least strong enough to stop, and he was never strong enough to stop, and that's why he's in the position that he's in. Like, just imagine, like being such a sex addict, you resort to having orgies and peeing on people. Like it's really sick.
You know, here's the thing. This is why I have an interest in the Cassie story. That story is so layered.
Hmm.
It's layered with Diddy, the things that he did to her, the way that the women are responding to Cassie, the way that some people don't really understand the Hollywood thing, and the way that some guys are preying on a really beautiful young girl. As
Yep.
that story is so layered,
Hmm.
and a lot of times I don't think women, and this is not a put down, all right, and I'm strictly talking about Cassie, I'm not talking about myself, but I kind of can understand the dynamic. It's like women are not going to relate to her or how she was trying to please
Never,
me. Um, the
never.
way that she would just have this attention on her because she's stunningly beautiful. A lot of people don't look like her, and they're not going to understand. So when they're trying to shame her, how can you shame her? You really can't understand the stuff that she's been through and her mentality. And then you add trauma to that. And I don't even know if I'm making sense to you guys right now, but there's
No,
just
no, no. I think people think that having beauty is a privilege, but really it just makes you a target.
it made
And
her a target for a lot
yep,
of people. And Diddy
yep.
wanted that pretty, beautiful woman. Now, again, I'm not painting her as an angel, but I don't think that anybody could shame her because she fell in love with somebody and there was an age difference, a
Hmm.
power difference. And she did what she needed to do. And then when she wanted him to not be angry, I felt like she did a lot of things that I don't know. I'm probably not making sense. So I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave
No,
it
no,
alone.
no, no. You're making perfect sense. The thing about it is, it's all about control. And when you're that young, mind you, they got together when she was like 22. He was like in his 40s. So
He was
he
when
has
he's
the
36. He's 17 years older. She was so when they actually got together, she was 22.
mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He was, he was an older guy. He preyed on her. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with dating a younger woman, but I think when you try to control anybody, it's an evil thing. And clearly he was controlling her using physical violence, mental abuse, drugs to control her, sex to control her, all these things. And she was targeted. And I think, sadly, a lot of women, they will never understand, specifically ugly women, they will never understand how young, beautiful women like that get targeted and preyed on and forced to do a lot of sexual things that maybe they might not want to do, but they're being controlled. I don't think any woman wants to like sell their body, but that's what pimps do. They make women, they control them mentally, physically sometimes.
it's what was interesting, and I agree with you, is that when Cassie was messing up the timeline of when Diddy R-word her allegedly, according to
Hmm.
Cassie, the media pounced on it.
Yep.
Seemed as if they, the way they kept saying her credibility, this and that. And I'm so glad that they were able to redirect, and the feds talked about, no, this is what we found up in the hotel room. Nobody has that much. The drug that was there, the baby oil, all that kind of stuff. That he was into some really, really crazy dark stuff. I don't know what the
Yeah.
hell he went through in his timeline. And not only that, there's a lot of people that's connected. There's a lot of people that's like, wait a minute, we saw these things happen to Cassie, but it was interesting how the media tried to pick up on the inconsistencies. Let me tell you something. There's been people that have been abused. They can't tell you an exact timeline. They could tell you what happened.
Right.
They don't know
Right.
it down to the minute. But instead of pouncing on, wait a minute, this is what happened, they were talking about the timeline. There's just so many things. And I do think a lot of the women, I would love to see who's on the jury,
Hmm.
because sometimes women don't like beautiful women, and they feel like these women are gold diggers and they get what they deserve, and they don't understand how many people come after them. My story touches lives. Thank you, Snoops. I can tell you that I do share more on my TikTok following. That's all I pretty much talk about is addiction on TikTok,
I
and
think
I'm gonna make videos for the few members that I have,
I
talking more
think
about just addiction stuff. Was Cassie using drugs too? Yes, Cassie admitted going to rehab, and I think it was opioids that she spoke about. What was you gonna say,
yeah.
AJ?
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I think you're one of the few people that could probably understand from Cassie's perspective, just because, like Cassie, you're also very beautiful. You probably have been, targeted just because you're of your beauty and all that type of stuff. So a lot of people just aren't gonna understand that.
I know that when sometimes, like, I look at the things that I've been judged for on this application, right? And if I were to really share like a lot of things, I actually, people that have followed me for years know that I used to talk about my younger things that have happened to me from a young age.
Hmm.
Um, all you gotta do is look at my videos from a few years ago. I let's just say I can relate. I live in California. I know the party lifestyle out here. Now, Diddy, that's crazy, but I can tell you that it's a wild life,
Yeah.
and a lot of people can't even begin to understand what is it like for people just to throw money at you all the time, want you, want you, want you, but they don't have it any easier, because when you're that age, you don't realize that you're being preyed on.
No, no. You're being taken advantage of, and they don't even get it. You know, they, Cassie had her own career at that point, you
I
know?
do understand how Cassie would have felt. I understand the trauma. I understand how the women that would judge. I really do, and that's why I said in the beginning of the live stream is that I have a personal interest in what's happening with her, uh, down to how the media is treating her. I am so glad that she has a very supportive husband. Can you believe that Diddy didn't want the husband up in there? Like, you can't control this woman anymore. What was you saying, HB?
Yeah, nah, you're right. You're right. And I think too that, so many people are I see a lot of guys kind of like joking about the husband, like, oh, he's gonna leave her after this. But I
Nah.
mean, in reality, everybody has a past. But
He's
I
not gonna
think
leave her. He was there. You got to remember, he was Diddy's trainer, and then he used that guy to train Cassie. So he's
right,
seen a lot. He's not gonna leave her. Like, she's pregnant with his child.
yeah,
The way that he supports her. If anything, if you guys have listened to the audio, the tapes of what was happening in court, the reporter said that he looked angry when he was hearing about the things that Diddy did to Cassie. So I really
yeah,
don't see their marriage breaking up. I think that this guy is strong and he's standing by the woman that he loves. She's not
yeah,
that person anymore. She went to rehab. She cleaned herself up. She's doing what she needs to do, and she's very happy being a mom.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a sick world that we live in, that just because you're beautiful, to some people you can never be a victim of anything. And I think it's kind of pathetic how a lot of people view things instead of what they see. Like, I saw that man run down that hotel lobby and beat her, stump on her, and drag her by her hair. That's not normal at
As she was
all.
trying to leave.
As
As she
she
was,
was trying to leave, right?
yep.
That's not normal on any metric. Like, that's just not even. I could see a slap, but he beat her like a dog. That's not normal.
With that apology video, how that was cringe. That was
Yeah,
cringeworthy, which
yeah,
is why he removed it. But I haven't seen the unedited version of the CNN tape yet. I haven't. I only saw when it first came out. I have yet to watch
yeah,
it. So I don't know
yeah.
if you saw that.
They're saying some of these parties, some of the footage is gonna get leaked too.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised. But the reporters haven't, from what we know, only the jurors have seen it.
yeah. Would you watch it if it got leaked?
Only if I was gonna give commentary on it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Only, yeah, for to give yeah, I would I play any part of it? A lot of the things that I talk about, I make videos about, because it's hard for me sometimes to articulate myself like I want. Hey, John, how come you can't come onto your main page? Hey, Game Passenger, we're talking about Cassie now. Oh yes, I will watch it. I think that I know that a lot of things happen in Hollywood because I
yeah.
live close to Hollywood. I have partied in Hollywood. No freak offs or things like that, but
Is it
I've partied in
normal?
Hollywood. Huh?
Is the urinating on people, is that normal in Hollywood?
I don't think it's normal anywhere, but I think
Yeah,
that it's done, especially when you're introducing escorts and stuff like that into a situation. You got to remember, once you start introducing escorts and
yeah,
the how do I say this without triggering the algorithm? X-rated videos, whatever, blah blah.
yeah.
You start seeing things and then you push the envelope, and that's with any addiction. So you start off low, small, watching these kind of videos and movies, and then you start doing freakier things. So does it happen? Absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
hmm
Well, I hope I never get that freaky, because that's insane.
No, that's kind of like people. And here's the thing that I think when it comes to dating. Now, all this is allegedly, you guys, all right, but somebody who is into guys, as we see, and the women, I
Yeah.
sometimes feel like they try to be overly masculine and overly everything. So he wanted to see all these things done to her. It was
Mhm.
about embarrassing her and degrading her, but at the same time being overly masculine when you really have some feminine traits.
Mm.
Oh, okay, John. Okay, I don't know why.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
I
That
saw
that
it.
actually that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Well, I personally hope he gets put in jail for this, to kind of set a standard that, because I don't know. I just don't think. especially when I think, especially when you're an older guy dating a younger woman, you do have a certain level of it's kind of like you should protect them, you know. Like if you're gonna date a younger girl, that's why I usually don't date younger women too much, because I feel like as an older gentleman, and I'm not that old, but just like, I'm not really into 21, 22-year olds, because I feel like there's more responsibility. They're so young, they don't know anything. They haven't really been through anything.
You know, again, I live in a place where I see a lot of stuff, right? Especially living in Palm Springs, right?
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
think that you like who you like, but you treat people with respect.
yeah, yeah,
And she wasn't treated with respect. Nevertheless, I'm not into people's lifestyle. I'm not here to judge. It's just all of the extra stuff, having this person's career in your hand, the abuse, definitely abusing someone in front of a bunch of other people,
yeah,
the degrading, and just pretty much treating a person like they're worthless. The RICO charge is what he's being. The RICO and the trafficking charge, those are his serious charges. Now, Diddy's team is saying it should be domestic violence, but you can't call it simple domestic violence when you're stopping people from leaving, when you're taking them to different places and you're doing all this stuff. So that's not a
yeah,
simple domestic violence case. So that's where I am with it. It's like the RICO charges, were there kids there? Were they drugged unknowingly? Those are very serious charges. I mean, he's looking at life sentences for those kind of things, and be it
yeah,
as advice as possible. There were some things listening to Cassie, and it's like, oh, I like it, but I'm looking at it like this. She's saying that she likes something, she's trying to please someone, but in another message, so they want to play a message of her saying that she likes it and she wants to please them, but she's also on the second hand saying this isn't helping a relationship. I don't really want to do this, but trying not to make somebody angry so they don't abuse her.
yeah, yeah. I think those text messages, a lot of times when you send text messages, there's a lot of context that's missing out of that text message.
And Cassie did say play the whole message. Where's the
Right,
rest of the messages?
right, right. And that's the whole thing too. And who's to say she didn't send those text messages right after he beat on her,
And
you
she did
know?
say that some of them would be. Now I know about messages, y'all. Y'all know I know about messages. She did say that some of those messages there was phone calls in the middle of it, and that would make sense.
Right.
At the end of the day, Cassie has strong evidence, and that is that video that came out.
Yeah.
Can't dispute that. Then you have bodyguards speaking out on her behalf. You have a lot. Cassie has a lot of support, and a lot of celebrities did. How many people? How many celebrities got out there and spoke up for Diddy on his behalf?
None.
None of them.
None.
None of
None.
them. No,
And
they
I
didn't want
think that I think that tells that's the biggest tell right there. You know, I remember when Diddy was basically the face of the vote or die campaign. I don't know if you remember that, but
to.
he was the face. I think it was Obama's second, um, Barack Obama, his second term. He was basically the face of the vote or die campaign. So he was around all these celebrities, all these politicians, basically trying to convince black people to vote for Obama for the second time. And none of these people are speaking on his behalf. None of
Nope.
them. And I think that tells you pretty much everything you need to know about Diddy.
I think Diddy's. I can't look at these people the same. I just feel like if you do something, don't cry when. I mean, Diddy knew that his time was. Well, maybe he didn't. Maybe he was just such a narcissist. He just thought that he'd get away with all this stuff. But hey, nobody pays for a video if there is nothing wrong on the tape. He settled that lawsuit so fast for a reason to silence Cassie. Cassie
Yeah.
got the best of both deals. She took the money and she still is able to testify legally. She's still able to tell her story.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I like follow you on IG, and well, not on IG, but I follow you. I see your pictures that you post on your posts, and
Where?
on
Um,
YouTube, I think. And I see that are you in like some sort of dance class or something?
Okay, let me tell you about that. So I am a ballroom dancer, right?
Oh,
Ballroom, and I have a background in ballet
oh,
and Chicchetti style ballet to be exact, and tap and jazz type classes. Now I walked into this class thinking it was a ballroom type class, and it happened to be a heels class and a hip hop class. But I don't know anything about the music. I don't know. I don't know. And I was about to walk out, and I'm like, I'm already here. I'm already here, so I'm gonna try it. And I felt so awkward the first day. The second day was even more awkward because ballet is like very structured, right? I fell in love with these classes. The music, I don't know that much about the music, but as I started doing more, I'm really feeling it. I love my dance group. So it's just a different dance style. Like, I'm having so much fun with it.
yeah, yeah. It looks
And I
like
don't
it.
even care. Like, there was a dance competition that I really, really wanted to, I had to think about it. But I was filming this stuff downtown, and I was like, no one, I love to dance, and this is just so new. But if I do make a video, because I already know I'm gonna get trolled, right? It'll probably be for my members only. I'm probably gonna play with it there or on TikTok.
Uh, uh,
Because I already,
uh,
what this YouTube app is like, but I feel that okay, so I was dancing to someone named oh my god, I don't know the music. I don't know the music, so I'm not gonna try. But I've never heard this stuff, so I'm really the one that's there that's like, oh my god, I don't know. I don't know anything about I don't know hip hop, right? I like
yeah,
rock
yeah.
music, country music. But I'm having so much fun, and it's a good way to stay in shape.
Is this like the? Are you doing like the dances from the movie Save the Last Dance?
Not familiar with the movie that much.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, they did
Yeah,
like
like
some ballroom dancing in that movie.
that, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I know that movie. Wasn't she? I thought she was a ballet, like
Yeah, yeah,
character.
yeah. She was like ballet, and then she did like some hip hop and some
So
ballroom
it's kind of like
dancing.
that, yeah. So
Yeah.
now that I'm doing hip hop, now I'm having fun with it because this is dance called West Coast Swing. I don't know if you've heard about it, where I can incorporate some of these hip hop moves in it, but
Oh,
Um, we do like a lot of old school dances too. Like I was doing stuff like I'll have to show y'all one day. I'll have to make a video.
you doing like what like you doing tap dancing or something? Or you?
I can already tap. I can tap. I am a tap
Oh,
dancer. I can tap. I
okay.
have a background in tap. Like I could teach tap. But we're doing I don't know if you heard of hills, but it's like so we do hills and then we do like a lot of like old school, just name some old school dances that y'all used to do.
The twist. You doing the
That's
twist?
no, like it's a hip hop class. It's like hip hop.
Oh, oh, oh. So you're doing like the Running Man and stuff. You're
Yeah,
doing
yeah, like
okay. All
Cabbage
right.
Patch stuff. I'm like, I don't know nothing about no Cabbage Patch, but it's just fun. And then
You
so
doing the Tootsie Roll? You did the Tootsie Roll.
they incorporate that too. But I'm having fun with it. Like it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, we do all that stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely
Y'all want
looking
me to make
forward
a
to that.
video? Do y'all want me to make a dance video for you guys?
Absolutely,
You want me to
absolutely,
make a dance video? Okay.
absolutely.
All I ask was for honest critique because again, I can easily do ballroom and stuff like that, but I can make what would I dance to? We did a routine to who is that lady? Sha something? Sha.
Shaka Khan.
No, it's
Oh,
SZA. Who's that?
oh, Scissor. You said shot.
It's
It's
okay, I
scissor.
don't know. But anyway, so we were doing a routine of her. We did Beyonce because Beyonce was at Coachella Fest.
Okay, yeah,
So and
yeah,
she actually I think she did Stagecoach too because of her Cowboy Carter
yeah,
album. Because
yeah.
Stagecoach is the country version of Coachella Fest. So it's 2 weeks of Coachella Fest and then it's Stagecoach. So she was there. So we did a lot of Beyonce. And I loved it. I had my cowboy boots and my bandana. And
Ooh,
we did like now line dancing I like. We did a lot of line dancing. But that shopper, who's that person?
Scissor, scissor,
Okay, that
scissor,
person.
scissor,
So
scissor.
we did her and we did
Chakra.
so yeah. Anyways, I'll let go on.
Well, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm
But
looking
I'm learning
forward
the
to that
music. My
content.
daughter, well, how like I'm learning the music. My daughter took a class with me. She's like, "Mom, I'm gonna help you, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You
She
know,
might
the
need to.
oldest person in my class is like 78 years old.
Yeah, you look like you're like the youngest person in that class. It's like a
Oh
bunch of.
no, that class. That's one thing. That's another cool fact about Palm Springs. Everybody, a lot of people are very active. We
Yeah,
dance out here. We work out a lot. It's the area, you know. I
yeah.
guess it's California because you know we like to go to the beach and stuff like that. But um, there's a
You've
lot of
been
people.
living there your whole life too, in California.
No, I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh, okay, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I
I've
was in
been
the
to.
military, and the military brought me to California, and I just stayed out here.
Oh, okay, okay. Wow. Well, so you're a GI misunderstood.
If that's what you want to call me, but yeah, I was in the military. I
Wow.
did a lot. That's why it's like when I really enjoy just speaking in my own space because there's a lot of things that people like to say, oh, she's an addict, she's an addict. I was so
Mhm.
much more than that. I am so much more than that because I went to the military, I went to college. So the classes that I'm taking now, I started this degree after the military and I'm just finishing it up. All these things, it's like things that I wanted to do a long time ago and I'm just doing it now.
Where you from? Appleton.
Oh, in Wisconsin?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't want to really dox myself that much, but
Okay,
no,
okay.
no,
My
it's
bad,
okay.
my
It's
bad.
okay. So I don't know if you've heard of Pewaukee, like which is you've heard of Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So my
yeah,
family's like through there, Green Bay, Pewaukee,
yeah.
Manitowoc, those are areas. That's not doxing myself. I don't care. My family's
I
out there.
used to I used to work out in out
I've been
of
doxed so many times, y'all. It doesn't matter.
I used to work out there in Wisconsin. It's a beautiful state.
Oh, Wisconsin's chill. I love Wisconsin. If
Yeah,
I had, for whatever reason, if something happened to people out here, I would probably move back home or to the south. Like I miss it a lot. Like
yeah,
Wisconsin is just a really I'll always be 414. Always. It's my hometown.
you ever heard of Fond du Lac?
Yeah, yes.
Fondy? Yeah,
Find a lot.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's they got a lot of big girls out there though in Wisconsin. It's a lot of big girls out there.
There's a lot of big girls, but
Yeah,
where like so Appleton, Milwaukee, play you know, it's the Midwest. It's meat and potatoes, but
yeah,
there's
yeah.
there's smaller people too. But I think the culture, you know, is very family oriented, and food is
Hmm.
just a staple out there. You're gonna,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And all the Culvers out there too. It's a lot of Culvers out there.
there's a lot of Clovers. The
Yeah.
Butter Burger,
Oh, that's so sounds so good right now. That butter
yeah. So
burger.
when I go home, I eat what my family makes,
Yeah,
and so the things that I don't normally eat, I'll eat out there, and it's good.
yeah. Damn, man. Yeah,
Brat,
you
brat,
gotta,
brats out there.
and all the cheese
You
too.
know,
Yeah. We got a lot of cheese
yeah.
out there in Wisconsin. Yeah,
Wisconsin cheese, yeah, I go to Dairy State out there. It's cool though. Then you have the beer. We got Old Milwaukee beer.
yeah,
Then I can't pronounce it. You know, is it
yeah, yeah.
NE?
Well, misunderstood. I just wanted to come up here and chat with you a little bit. Kind of have a crush on you a little bit, so just wanted to get that out the way. And uh, yeah, you know, I definitely hope you upload some of those dance videos. I think everybody would appreciate that. And
Hi, Lawrence.
hey, Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence. What's going on, Lawrence? Lawrence is
I probably will. Because I'm building, like I'm pretty much starting. I'm pretty much starting from scratch again, but I really, really want to connect with my members because the few members that I have, they've been with me from the beginning, so I'm kind of comfortable being goofy. I will, if you
yeah.
want to see more dance type videos, maybe follow me on TikTok.
What's your TikTok? Is it misunderstood too?
I don't even know because I'm not that good with the app, but look for it under there. I really don't want a lot of YouTube people over there, but if you're interested in just like sobriety type stuff, and over there, since it's kind of a dancing, singing type app, I might do some
Mhm.
dances for y'all over there. Um,
Okay.
or maybe I'll just um
Can I reply to Owen Supreme? He said you might as well ask for the number. I don't think her boyfriend would appreciate that. Owen, I don't think he would appreciate that.
it's so funny. You know what? It's yeah, we'll move along. We'll move around for that. I'm
Oh,
just I just y'all know so about that. It's not that I do enjoy you guys just talking with me and joking with me. As of right now, though, I'm just getting myself like I'm just finally getting so comfortable with myself that I just want to keep growing in that area, and I kind of just want to show y'all this journey, this
yeah,
recovery journey. That's all I want to do, and I'm having fun doing it. And the fact that y'all would just chill with me, even if it's like just three of y'all, that's like, hey Nicole, I'm having so much fun. And there's some people that's in recovery that don't really understand it. It's so hard. So when I'm out filming, when I'm going to dance classes and stuff like that, I'm kind of telling y'all a story.
right,
Enjoy
right.
it. You understand what I'm saying? HB, it's like I'm showing
Yeah.
y'all like, wow, you got to get back out there and live and have
Nah,
fun. But it's
nah. I've been watching you for a while, like from the bushes a lot, and I just never understood the like hate, because it's just kind of hard for me to believe people
talk
are
about the
that.
hate. Okay, let's talk about the. I understand it.
It's hard for me to understand it just because I'm not a hating ass nigga. I just never been like I'm the type I rather congratulate than hate on somebody.
I appreciate that.
But seeing your story and just how open you are, most of these people, I mean, they can't even look themselves in the mirror. They're like a whole act. They have like a cult of personality. There's nothing real about them, but you're always so honest and open, and I don't know.
No, I understand it, and I think a lot of it's projection. The
Yeah,
things that I was hated on, number one, you guys wouldn't know that I was addicted to anything unless I told you. I shared that openly with people. Nobody would have known. They don't know in my regular life, okay, unless they've been a part of my life. But it was something that I shared. But a lot of the judgment and a lot of the hate is from addicts, people that have lived a similar lifestyle. You guys just don't know about it. People that don't want to come up. I mean, a lot of the things that I did, a lot of the people that I've met, I was under the influence, and a lot of people I didn't go out meeting anyone. A lot of people came to meet me or came to my channel to
yeah,
meet me. But again, I'm in a healthier space right now. A lot of people that I was friends with, I'm no longer friends with. I'm just trying to live my life the best way that I can. I'm not
yeah.
judging anyone else. I'm not saying what other people should do, but as for myself, the things that I used to be okay with, I'm just no longer okay with, and it's going to be anger, and a lot of people want me to feel shame, but I understand addiction, I understand trauma, I understand how I made some decisions that I wouldn't make today, and I have to accept all that. And it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody to understand. I don't try to force myself on anybody, if that makes sense. I think that after 20 years being able to still, number one, I was very functioning, but to be able to sit here and be able to piece life back together and do it publicly, not a lot of people can do that.
Nah, they can't. They can't.
Yeah.
They can't. I mean, they can't even. Most of these people, they on food stamps and shit. They can't do anything.
That
Damn.
was something unfortunately I just wanted to be able to support myself, and
Yeah.
y'all know I'm a conservative, so we ain't gonna talk about the food stamps tonight.
Yeah,
But
yeah, 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 yeah.
hey,
Those
just my
those
thoughts.
those I heard those Obama phones got minutes on them now. They only get free
Really?
nights and weekends. Yeah. Trump pulled back on a lot of that stuff. Yeah, they struggling out here now. The gravy train is over.
People are gonna be mad at me. Um, yeah, that's interesting. There is something. Hey, there was something that Trump did that I was not happy with. I ain't gonna get into Trump tonight. What did he do? Oh my God, he did something that. Oh dang! It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. I can't remember
Oh,
it, but I'm just
oh.
like these politics, right, and stuff like that. Just
I think
working.
I would I'm honestly I would love for you to talk more about the Trump politics too. I really, that's one of the things too that I really admire about you. That is that you are open about that. You know, most of us, Trump supporters, we kind of have to keep it to ourselves. Unfortunately, but you are one of those people that is open about it, and you don't give a fuck about how anybody feels about it.
I accept you for who you are, accept me for who I am. I don't feel that I should have to hide a part of myself, and I'm not asking you to hide a part of yourself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but politics, there's politics and everything. So sometimes you gotta just, like there's politics at the job, but you can't talk about you're a Trump supporter at the job because there's politics there.
I'm the only. I'm not gonna say I'm the only Republican. In my family, I think I could be. I know in my household, I'm the only Republican. The other people around me, a lot of them are independent. Not independent. What do you call it? What do you call it? Independent.
Or
Not Democrat. It's the other one. My brain is tired. I can't think.
liberal,
Oh hell no! I don't got anybody around me that's liberal. I don't
uh,
know. Yeah,
Democrat, or
I want to say they're independent thinker.
in,
What do you call it? Y'all know what I'm saying? Hold on. You don't know what I'm talking about? Libertarian. Hang on. Hang on. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
okay. Give misunderstood a second, you guys. She's she's looking up a synonym right now for independent. Give her 1 second. You guys hit the like button. Make sure you hit that cash out. She's giving us her full life, open and honest. Least you can do is send a cash out. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Give her 1 second. Salute to Common Sense TV. I see you in the building. My good brother, Lawrence. My brother in Christ, Lawrence. Salute to you. Owen Supreme. Just My Thoughts. King ABC. '07. Great name, by the way. Very great name. Yeah. Owen Supreme said John Gotch Teno is really critical of black culture, sometimes even anti black. Even though you supported Trump, I wouldn't go there without doing research. Well, you could say that about anything. Um, should always do your own independent research. But yeah, John Galt does like talking about the nigga shit, respectfully. But yeah, Lawrence, I've been following her for a while too. I just never hit the link or anything or typed.
Independent. I knew my brain wasn't going dead. It's like
There we go.
independent.
There we go. Well, misunderstood. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna be listening back in the chat, but you have a blessed rest of your night.
Thank you for hanging out with me. That's super cool.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll be looking forward to those dance videos too. By the way.
That's right. I
All
got
right.
you.
Take care.
Take care. Thank you for coming in.
Yep.
Shout out shout out to HB. I really, really enjoyed this company and this conversation. That was really cool. I guess y'all know I get shy and awkward when I'm talking to y'all, but it's been a while. It's just been a while, and there's been a lot that's going on. Independent. How could I forget that? Right? Now, I was talking about Trump. I don't know if Trump is just trolling. There's a couple things that I don't agree with everything from anyone. Like I don't agree 100% with anyone. But Trump talking about he wants to refurbish Alcatraz. Why? And it be on a $250 bill. Well, not $250 bills. I thought that you couldn't be alive to be on a dollar bill. So I don't agree with everything, but I am a conservative thinker. I'm not gonna hold you. I am. But I am for the Constitution. Let me see what y'all say. So there, Owen, misunderstood is going to channel to support and talk, and it turns into her getting jumped just like in the abuse sector. Oh, and absolutely, that's why I don't do it anymore, and that's why I stay in my own safe space. Because once I start to defend myself, then people want to say I'm playing victim. I'm playing victim, but I'm not the one that brings things to light, or I'm looking for attention, but I'll go into a chat and they'll address me. Okay. Now, shout out to those content creators that could see what's happening and they'll allow me to defend myself. But you want to know something? What do I look like fighting on people's panels and doing those kind of things? That's wasted energy when I have so much more to offer. I just choose not to exert myself that anymore. It takes away from what I'm talking about. I don't like for people to make it seem like I'm not intelligent. I am quirky. I have a lot of energy. I'm kind of a spaz in the kitchen, all those stuff, but your girl can cook. But when I go to other spaces, now I have been in spaces like recovery spaces where they talk about politics, but as a whole, I'm more protective now because it's already hard enough being in recovery. Okay. But I'm just not willing to go through the things that I used to go through anymore. All right, all the judgment, all of the negativity. That's not how life is supposed to be. Life is beautiful. And I've been given a special gift. And the fact that I can sit here and converse with you guys, the fact that I can go to school and pass these classes, pray for me that I pass the the state exam. I have to go one step further. But I'm just doing a lot. And I like sharing those things with you guys. Taking these hip hop classes, being goofy. Other people, it's like I'm just really living life and I'm having fun. And I don't want to stop that. I don't. And I am a thinker. I love politics. I love finances. I like talking about things like that. Lawrence, this is the conversation. This is what I wanted to. I don't know if Lawrence is still in my chat, but I wanted to address this. I can relate to Nicole because I was addicted to high doses of Xanax for 10 years and been clean. Shout out to you. Xanax is a hard recovery. It's hard to get off of a pill. That withdrawal is brutal. I'm not trying to speak for you, but I have seen it, and that's not an easy thing to do. So the fact that you have been sober for 2018 is a big deal, and I just wanted to say that. Okay, thank you, King. I see you. A YouTuber did not like the idea of Trump bringing South African refugees here. I wonder why they didn't like that. Another thing they're talking about when it comes to Donald Trump, they're making it. I have to be careful with what I listen to in the news because they were talking about Biden deporting more people than Donald Trump. So I'm just kind of over the news because I thought that Trump was being criticized for deportation, and now they're trying to make it seem like Biden deported more and that Trump is slowing things down. These people need to stop. They need to stop. What did I say? So now for the people that say they want me to share more sobriety stuff, I don't mind it, y'all. I'm trying to get to 3 years and see what's next. What I would like to do is film more in my kitchen, having fun. I could dance for y'all over here. I don't know about doing it in other spaces, like I was going to do the dance competition, whatever. But I can do it on my own channel. I can play some music and just dance and have fun with you guys and just chill. And we can just have a good time like that, okay? Not dating. I'm not doing anything like that for the one I was kind of mentioning in the chat because I'm trying to do so much and I have so much time that I don't even know how to explain. It's like y'all seen me. My life was pretty public. I went through a lot. I'm not trying to go through things anymore. I'm trying to build my community, have some fun, leave out the nonsense. All right. I can't control what people say about me in other spaces. But over here, you guys can ask me what you want. You can hit my link. You could talk about addiction. You could talk about, we're going to talk about the Cassie and what's happening with Diddy. That's not that I really cover subjects like that, but because drugs are involved, the freak offs and things that I can relate to in certain ways, I'm very interested. The same way I was interested in what was happening with R. Kelly, same way I was interested in Cosby. Like, drugs is my thing. I understand it. I get it. And a lot of people don't understand. And a lot of things that you do under the influence, you wouldn't normally do. And it does take a while and you don't realize it. When I was addicted, I did things that I thought was normal. And you guys are looking at me like I was crazy, right? I don't feel, the people that I feel bad about as far as my addiction are the ones that's in my family. The ones that's online talking about, oh, if you did this to me, did that to me. No, no, no. People lined up to be friends with me. All right. And I'm not getting into that story. But what I'm saying is everybody makes mistakes. But the people that I had to make amends to are the people in my family. Now, my family loves me and we don't really talk about addiction. Let them tell you I'm not addicted. I was never addicted to anything. But it's just something personal for me. So that's why I don't really come live. I make sure I spend my day with my kids, with my family. I make a point to cook. And those are the things that I'm doing. I love, well, I have a great job. I'm doing a lot. But there's some people that didn't make it. And I just feel that I have to use my voice on my platform for people that don't really have a voice. And when I'm out in Palm Springs, I talk to a lot of people, you guys, a lot of people that are still suffering. I suffer in different ways too. I have things that I go through, but I do have a unique opportunity and I see a lot of things and I go a lot of places and it's just really awesome. It's just really awesome. For sure, cook in the kitchen video. Super Mario, I want to cook. I've been wanting to make a steak with you guys. I put my computer in the kitchen to cook for you guys, and I didn't have like a good connection. Whatever, but I'll fix it. What do you guys want to see me cook though? Just like when I was in Nashville. I love Nashville. I can't wait to go back there. I have another trip planned there, and I'm about to take another vacation next month. And I'm just gonna film. I'm just gonna film. I'm gonna take my camera and film different things. I did a few interviews today out there in Palm Springs. I met a YouTuber out there that was filming who lives probably not even far from me. So I'm just seeing there's just a lot of life to live and I don't want to waste it. I'm just finding my way. And for those that want a simpler lifestyle that enjoys just normal stuff, normal conversations, then join me. And if it's not your thing, it's not your thing, you know, but I'm having fun and definitely into my skin and keeping my body in shape. As you get older, I am just into working out. I've always been into working out though, and taking care of myself, taking care of my skin, and just living as healthy of a life as I can. And I'm just really grateful. So please don't think I'm talking down to anybody when I'm speaking. I'm just excited to be alive a lot of times. Now my daughter, it's kind of funny that she's so big now. She drops me off at dance class. It's just funny to have this child that's growing up, and I'm excited to watch this with her. I think being a mom is one of the most beautiful things that you can experience, because as it's one thing when she's little, but just watching her, seeing who she is now. And my kids love their mama. I'm telling you, my kids would be around me all day if they could. And for my daughter to be as big as she is and have fun around me, it's just a really cool thing. It's just really cool. So I can't be online with you guys all day, but I could definitely check in. But as far as like when HB was saying he didn't really understand the hate, I do understand the hate. But that's their problem, it's not mine. I can't worry about people that don't like me. If you rock with me, I'll rock with you. I'm going to tell you guys this. I don't talk about it that much, but I can tell you that sobriety is a beautiful thing. And when you start understanding what these toxins do to your body, I hope I used the right word. Alcohol, I may make some of you mad. Marijuana, and the effect it has on your brain. I think more people would strive to be sober. I mean, yeah, you can drink, but I don't think people realize what's excessive and what it does to our kidney and our liver and things like that. Like, I've been learning a lot about addiction. People can say that marijuana is not a drug. How you doing, Ellis? But it is a drug. And that was one conversation. How long have I been live? Okay, I got about 15 more minutes with you guys. That was one conversation that I've had, and that ended up being controversial just by me saying that it's a drug. I didn't say that people should smoke or not smoke. We were just having a conversation about that subject, and it made people upset. So I kind of backed off a little bit talking about those things. But I choose what works for me is not to be addicted to anything. But I'm not going to lie to you. It does not mean that I will never have a drink again. Right now, I'm not having a drink. I don't know if that's going to change in the future. But what I will tell you is that I will not use any hard substances. I will not smoke anything. I won't do anything that's going to make me trapped or make me get to a point where I can't make decisions for myself. I get off that subject. I get off of it, but I don't know. How you doing, Alice? But I don't know, you guys. I just really I got to a point where even for me, social media became a problem. Social media was causing me a lot of problems in my actual life, and I needed to log off because I was not willing to sacrifice or jump or to lose anything that I have worked hard for. And I decided that the only people that really matter are the people that connects with me. I'm gonna build with you guys. I'm gonna build my channel. I'm gonna collab with some of you that's not in a particular like you got to be outside of sectors that I'm used to. Okay. I have my personal reasons for that. Just doing something else. I think the biggest thing for me is I want people to see me how I am. I have a past. We all have a past. But I am intelligent and I'm kind and I'm generous and all of those things. And I want to be around people that can appreciate that the same way I will appreciate you guys. Okay. I do feel that my biggest flex is my sobriety, because you take anything that you try to quit and it's really hard to do. It's hard to do. But I have successfully not relapsed for close to 3 years. Okay. And for those of you that have been with me through the hard times, you'll always be close to me and you'll always be considered a friend because you have rocked with me. Not just when things were great, but you're still here and you're still rocking with your girl. And as I go out here to film and go to these places, I need y'all support because sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? And I feel overwhelmed. But I can't let that stop me because there's a lot of people who don't have a voice and they don't have a platform and whatever. Let me get off that subject because I'm praying not even making sense to you guys. But anyways, nevertheless, life is just good, but it's not easy. My son loves his mama and it's hard because I'm balancing a lot of things and I'm just watching them grow up. And one day they'll be on their own, and I just want them to know that I kept fighting. And so I can stay in their life and be like a positive influence and break generational curses. I think that's really important. We all have a past, but it's kind of like, what do we pass on? All right, y'all. I've talked enough. I've been here for over an hour. I will. I have church tomorrow. And then I have a dance class. I do like when you guys ask me questions, kind of like HB did, and not like assume stuff and just get to know me, because there's a lot of things I've been through, so much stuff that I could talk to you guys about. But anyways, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Feel free to like, comment, and share, and I just appreciate you guys. I really thank you guys for supporting me. I will try. If I can't go live early, then I'm just going to have to go live late like this just to check in with you guys. And I will start posting in my members only videos. Not live yet. I'm not going live. Oh, Lisa. Okay, Lisa, before I go, I have to say this to you. My sis, I love you so much, you guys. I do share Lisa's live stream. She doesn't drop her link, but that's my sis. And she also has a story. She has a beautiful story, and she's overcoming. Now, Lisa, that conversation that you had with a certain person that you weren't getting along with, she's my girl. I just thought that was really beautiful. I love the fact that people can set aside their differences, and you guys had a really good live stream, and I love the fact that you were able to connect with, our sister. Life is short. Subscribe to Lisa. She does I would drop her link, but I can't because I'm streaming. Maybe she'll do it before I go. But no, I appreciate you, sis. I love you guys. I know I'm not the only one that go through things. I know that. Somebody sent me. You want to drop your link before I go? Okay, I'll wait, and then I'm gonna end. And yeah, I'm gonna end. You guys, it's been a lot. Somebody asked me if I was gonna cover or go over things or go back to some of the things that I used to talk about. Nah, I'm having the time of my life. Not all the time, though. I told you, the mornings are hard. The mornings are hard because I have all these things. And sometimes, you want to know one of the hardest things about being sober is the time that you've lost. And if you've hurt people or whatever, like not people online that want you to feel bad about every darn thing because somehow they're these moral police. What? Not them. Forget about them. But I mean, like, for real, making amends when you can. Thank you. There's her link. Subscribe to Lisa. Making amends and trying to deal with like guilt and stuff in a healthy way. Learning how to do that. Those are just some of the hard things because you no longer have those substances anymore, things to numb the pain, and you have to find healthy ways to do it. What's been helping me is scriptures and reading the Bible and prayer, things like that. But it's still better than the alternative. I'm grateful every day. And I'm going to make it to my 3-year sobriety birthday. If that's the last thing that I do, I'm going to do it. But that's just it. I appreciate you too, Lisa. I love you. All right, you guys. There's that link. Thank you, Ellis. She has, one thing about Lisa, no, she's come a long way. I'm not trying to put her on the spot. I promise. I'm not trying to embarrass her. But you just subscribe to her. She always talks about either her story or she has a subject. So you're not going to go into a space where she's going to beef, she's going to fight. You're not going to go into that. She's going to share the stuff that she's going through. And if you go subscribe to her, you'll see what I'm talking about. And we're going to do an interview next year when she's done with all the stuff, her treatment and all those things. We're going to do an interview. Keep her in your prayers and check out her channel. Check out her channel. Like I said, I have my story. I have my journey. But you guys have your own story and you have your own journey. And I'm here to support you guys as well. Lisa's my sister. Lisa held me down when I didn't think I could make it another day. She'll tell you, she would pray for me before I was a believer. And I'm like, okay, if she would say, sis, let me pray for you. It's like, if you want. I wasn't baptized yet. I wasn't, it's a lot. I wasn't baptized yet. But I remember when I relapsed and I felt like I let everybody down and I didn't deserve to be here. And she told me that I had to keep going. And now I get to be there for her. So I'm absolutely going to be there for her. All right. But yeah, she used to pray for me and all those kind of things. So she's my real life friend. Doesn't he have a cool dog, Ellis? See, Lisa, I'm not lying. She'll tell you. She's my friend, and we will meet and do all those cool things. But no, Lisa's been there through thick and thin, and and I'm gonna be there for her as well. So I love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Keep me in your prayers. I keep you in my prayers as well. And I kind of like the fact that I can be vulnerable with you guys and transparent and talk to you guys about the things that I go through. My biggest thing is dealing with anxiety and trying to fit into a normal world and find my way. And in recovery, it's difficult because I lost a lot of years and I'm trying to catch up. And sometimes I have no clue. I have no clue, but it is what it is, right? I'm enjoying it. Thank you, Lisa. All right, you guys, big hugs. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.